Setting a goal to save $10,000 usually results in immediate failure. The sheer size of the number creates a cognitive block. It feels like a looming, impossible monolith that paralyzes you before you even begin. This reaction comes from a biological glitch called loss aversion. Your brain is wired to feel the pain of losing money much more intensely than the joy of acquiring it. When you try to hoard a massive amount of cash all at once, your brain registers the act as an immediate, painful loss of current resources, rather than future security. This triggers a state of biological panic. Failing to save indicates your brain is successfully executing a preservation program designed to protect your immediate stockpile. It is a biological survival mechanism, not a lack of discipline. To bypass that biological panic, we can use guideline automation. This system intercepts your paycheck at the source, moving funds before you have a chance to feel the friction of a manual transfer. Think of it as a 10% self-tax. Your future self automatically collects its cut, moving the money into a separate pool before it ever hits your daily checking account. Automation secures the big picture. However, your daily checking account remains fully exposed to the relentless temptations of the modern world, which requires a more granular defense strategy. We can dismantle that $10,000 block by systematically breaking it down into microscopic units. A $10,000 yearly goal divides into an $833 monthly obligation. Pushing that granularity even further makes the target much more approachable. You arrive at the ultimate daily breaking point, finding a margin of exactly $27.39 a day. That $27 translates into tangible daily choices, such as choosing to brew coffee at home instead of purchasing a premium oat milk latte. You can find that margin by purging unused streaming subscriptions or deciding to take public transit instead of paying a premium for a rideshare app. Making the math infinitely smaller replaces the need for a massive lifestyle overhaul with a series of minor daily adjustments. Maintaining those adjustments requires fighting a neurological glitch called present bias. Your brain overvalues immediate rewards while heavily discounting the value of future security. This bias makes it difficult to skip a small, tangible purchase today for the sake of an abstract reward months from now. You can hijack this mechanism with a psychological trick. In the moment of temptation, mentally replace the $27 cost with the weight of the full $10,000 end-of-year reward. Tricking your brain into feeling the full gravity of the massive reward during every micro-decision helps you override the impulse to spend. Corporate marketing teams spend billions weaponizing our biology because they understand Oscar Wilde's observation: humans struggle uniquely with temptation. Most marketing exploits a misunderstanding of retail therapy. The dopamine rush comes from the anticipation of a purchase, not from actually acquiring the item itself. You can harvest that dopamine high without spending money by keeping a 30-day, not now, but later list. Adding an item to the list satisfies the initial craving, allowing the impulse to safely burn off. This chart of the future value formula provides a mathematical defense against impulse buys. $5,000 invested today can expand to $33,000 over 20 years through market returns. Every $5,000 impulse buy today essentially removes $33,000 from your future net worth. Understanding the timeline of your money makes most immediate impulse purchases appear to be a poor deal. Tactical mathematics eventually leads to the underlying psychological root of discretionary spending: your ego. Author Morgan Housel defines your savings rate as what is left when you take your income and subtract your ego. Spending beyond your basic needs is often a subconscious attempt to seek validation from peers or signal your status to others. Increasing your savings rate is less about finding a higher salary and more about practicing humility and caring less about the opinions of others. Willpower and behavioral tricks eventually meet their limit. When the friction of daily discipline peaks, only a deeply personal core value keeps you anchored. Author Simon Sinek argues that you must define the foundational why that drives your financial choices before the mechanics of saving can truly stick. An effective why is emotional, protecting your family's future or honoring a parent's lifelong sacrifices. These values act as armor against daily temptation. Anchoring these daily choices to a personal purpose helps you navigate the friction of saving. Over time, the $10,000 target becomes the natural result of living according to your core values.